Hey Gemini, welcome to the Crow Tarot. We are going to be doing your second half of April general reading. We're going to start off with some animal energy here, but of course, then we'll get right into the tarot. All right, let's see, what is the animal energy for Gemini for second half of April? Please and thank you. Animal energy for, okay. Absolutely love when the wolf comes out to play. So you guys got the wolf. I love this energy so much. It is very near and dear to me. So this represents a few things. This represents teaching for me. Teachers, lessons, people who are called to share what they know with others. You could also be a student as well. This is also about, this is the energy of that pack mentality in terms of protecting and providing for the pack as well, right? The wolf never puts its own needs above the needs of its pack, family, soul tribe, chosen family, etc., etc. But this also, for me personally, because the wolf is about connecting with its instinct, right? So this for me is about really following one's instinct, but in order to follow your instinct, you have to listen for it type deal, right? It's always there. It's just about us, going quiet and tuning into it and really listening to it. And then it's also, which sometimes can be the hardest part, real talk, is not just listening to it and hearing it, but actually like acting on the intuition that you receive, right? I think a lot of us can probably relate to that. It's like we get those intuitive hits. Can you hang out right there? Yes. But then it's like, okay, but now I gotta act on it. Especially when it's something that we don't necessarily want to hear, but we know it's for the best. Kind of like when you were a kid and you were told to eat your vegetables type deal. But I love it when the wolf energy comes out. It's a very auspicious animal energy to come up for sure. So, Geminis, fellow air signs. Let's see what's going on for you guys. That took 2 seconds. Okay, the Hanged Man. Okay, I love how this is already lining up really beautifully with the wolf energy here. So, the Hanged Man, major arcana here, right? This is a call to really flip your perspective and view your circumstance, your surroundings, whether that be people, situations, whatever have you. It can even be your own thought patterns, right? Really flipping it around and taking another look at it, right? Like in yoga when they have you, do a headstand on your head, and it's a beautiful feeling that happens as the blood rushes to the head, right? It's like, wow, I don't spend much time from this upside down perspective, but it can be so illuminating. And it's kind of like the difference between an eagle's perspective and a mouse's perspective, right? The mouse can see really up close and see the finer points of things. The mice can get in and out of places that most other animals cannot, whereas the eagle has that bird's eye view. So the Hanged Man is kind of taking bits from both of those energies to see things in a clear way. But this is a conscious energy here, right? This is deliberately taking the time to flip your perspective, right? This doesn't happen on the way to the grocery store when you're running things through your head, right? No, this is a serious cause for pause, right? But it also, because it is a major arcana, it denotes that this is a major, transformation event. It's a major opportunity for you to view your circumstances through a spiritual lens and perspective, right? But also just seeing things like from the mouse and the eagle's perspective that you, haven't before. But if you can consciously go into this energy and then come out of it with information, that's a beautiful thing. Ain't nothing can stop you after that, for real. Okay, let's see what else is going on. We got the wolf and a major coming out for my Gemini. I'm liking how you guys roll. I'm liking it. What else is going on for Gemini? All right, we got 3 swords. Fellow air signs. Yeah, this makes sense with the Hanged Man coming up here. We're going to get into the clarifiers, but just off the top at first glance, this is about some heart pain. You don't say. Got a heart with 3 swords in it. It's like, yeah, I'm aware of that. It's about heart pain. But I really feel like for you guys intuitively, this is something that, you know, sometimes we need the help of our friends and family and etc. to move through this pain. And I feel like with the wolf energy, that is very much the case. But I also feel like you're being called at this point with this situation, whatever this heart pain is about, to really do this for yourself, right? Because this is very much consciousness, this is the mind and spirit. And this is very much of the 3D, right? It's a physical, you know, it's heart pain, right? Could be even the kind of heart pain that you actually feel. Have you ever felt that before, where your heart actually hurts? Let's see what else is going on here, though. I'm not talking about a heart attack, oh my God, but you know what I mean. Okay, what else is going on for Gemini? Second half of April. Whoa. Okay, we got 2, and I'm gonna take them. So, okay. So we got the 7 of Cups, but it came up in reverse, and I'm really happy about that. So when this is in the upright, I mean, look at all of these cups. Look at all of, you know, these options here. You see the little heart here and how it's linking up with this heart over here is heart pain we're talking about. Yeah, this is just like, woo, major mental, emotional, and otherwise overload time, right? Foggy-minded, and this actually is a lot like what it can be like to be on the inside of an air sign's head. I can say that because you guys know, you may know that I'm a fellow air sign. This is, you know, sometimes even on a good day, this is the inside of an air sign's head. It's like, there's so many things. Like, what do I focus on? What do I concentrate on? I don't know if I'm seeing, perceiving, or feeling things very clearly because there's just a lot going on. You know how you get out of this, right? Because it's in the reverse. Hanged Man. With a little bit of star energy too, right? That's exactly how you get out of this. And this is in the reverse. So what I'm getting here for you guys is if you do take the time to really flip your perspective and go quiet, right? I think you're going to see things in a much clearer light. You're going to feel things in a much clearer light, and it's going to lead to some major healing. Because I have to tell you, well, like, we got the Empress card here too. Was the other card that came out here, another major arcana for you guys. This is all the good feels, people. All the good feels, right? This is that, and another 3 here too, right? It's about going from the 3 of Swords to the, you know, the 3 card here in the Empress, right? This speaks of a transition. I feel like I'm almost, we'll get some clarifiers, but I feel like I'm almost looking at a blueprint. A blueprint, a step-by-step, right? And perhaps the wolf is coming in to help you with this and teach you about these steps as well. And I gotta say, I have to say, a lot of the times we need to be reminded, right? We'll move through situations and heart pain and we get through it, and then time goes by, and then life happens, and then we find ourselves in another situation that's similar, but we almost like need reminding of how we got through it before, type deal. Life, what it is to be human, right? Or as Marianne Robinson would say, you know, we are spiritual creatures having a human experience. I think I butchered that quote, but okay. What else is new? Okay, let's get a clarifier for Hanged Man. Let's do it. Oh, yes. I'm obsessed. 6 of Pentacles. So, this flip perspective, you know, this 6 of Pentacles is very much about equal give and take, reciprocity, all of that good stuff that makes the world go around, right? Balance, right? So, I feel like with you guys that you could be in a situation where this could be very much work related, right? Because we got the Pentacles here. But I feel like this could also be, it's going to be different for everybody, right? But I feel like this could be in any context, right? Interpersonal, romantic, familial, work, could be all of them, right? I'm also getting something interesting here. And I don't know if I've ever got this before for 6 of Pentacles coming up, but because it's paired with the Hangman, I feel like this could be you internally. Are you giving as much to yourself as you are giving to others? Ooh, I just heard that. Are you having reciprocity for and within yourself? Because this isn't always about other people. This is, are you doing you right? If you are in a position where you're really being there for other people right now, you are the head of the pack here, right? You are the wolf, right? Are you taking that same time? I'm going to put him back down here. I don't really like that he's covering the crow. Are you really taking time to give to yourself in equal measure, right? Yeah, because it's paired with the hangman. Okay. But it feels like a very active energy, I have to tell you, like your meditation before. I feel like you guys have been doing the most and making progress with that. It could be stop and start progress, but I really feel like there's, you know, you guys are doing the most in terms of productivity, right? Let's get a clarifier for this Three of Swords here. This one wants to come out. Oh, and just as I said, you've been doing the most, we got Knight of Wands. Okay, let's call a thing a thing. Let's call a thing a thing. You know, again, this could be about different things for different people, but let's just talk in the base case. Knight of Wands is a fast-moving, sometimes sexualized energy, right? That can depart as quickly as it came in, right? But this is all the fervor, all the gusto, all the right? Just galloping in here. And we have it paired with some heart pain. So I feel like in one context, for some of you, yes, this could absolutely be about a person in your life. Could very much be romantical, right? Because it is Three of Swords. Could be some heart pain there. I mean, it really could be that you are in a place where things are happening with a pace, or, because it feels like timing here too, it feels like pacing, a lot about pacing. Things are either happening with a pace that is a little overwhelming in terms of like speedy Gonzalez, right? Or it's not happening as quickly as you would like. And I keep getting stop and start, stop and start, stop and start, right? I'm also hearing for a few of you that if you guys are with significant others at the moment, or you're dating someone or getting to know someone, this could be some heartache, pain over fear that, you know, especially if you're in a situation that came on kind of hot and heavy quickly, that they could depart just as quickly as they came in. But I'm also getting that this may be some heartache over not feeling like you have enough time to give to them. Because again, we got this reciprocity here. It does feel, Gemini, like you are short on time. I'm not saying that like you're short on time, get to it. I'm saying that's the feeling. It feels like you are short on time. But I have to tell you, what we're looking at here, like, it's really lovely how this is playing out for you right now, Gemini, because I feel like we're looking at like the factor, right? The given factor, and then we're looking at the transition into the solution. This very much feels like a blueprint to the other side of where you are. I love that. Okay, let's get a clarifier for the Empress and then, yeah, Five of Wands. Okay, just took 2 seconds. Okay, Five of Wands. So this, I have to tell you, this is when things are not coming too easily. This is a struggle. And I have to tell you, this feels very internal to me. And yes, you could absolutely have things going on around you where there's just a lot going on, and it kind of, you know, it's making you feel like this on the inside. But I have to tell you, sometimes Five of Wands is people around us, situations, competition, all of that stuff, just a lot of effort. But I really feel like for you guys, this is very much internal as well, right? Guess what? It's the exact opposite energy of the Empress. The Empress has no idea what Five of Wands feels like. Or, you know what, maybe she did, and then she, you know, like, found her blueprint way out of it and is the Empress. But seriously, right? The Empress is the exact opposite energy of Five of Wands. She doesn't feel the need to go after things or chase anybody or meet any deadlines. She is the great receiver. Empress is the great receiver, and I feel like that's a good message for y'all, is to allow yourself to be in a place of receiving. Six of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, reciprocity, right? Please forgive me for my limited language skills this morning. It is a bit early. she said as she drinks her coffee. Let's get a clarifier for this Seven of Cups here, because I have to tell you, I just want to like really drive this point home. The Empress and the Seven of Cups in reverse is the ticket. This is where you're going. If you take the time to give to yourself as much as you're giving to others and really make that a conscious effort on your part, right? By the way, I just heard the need to clarify something. The Hanged Man is different for everybody. It is different for everybody. The Hanged Man for you could be committing a full day or a full weekend to Netflixing and not letting your mind, you know, run amok, right? Giving yourself that personal time, putting your phone on Do Not Disturb, and just literally watching a marathon of The Golden Girls, if you're me. Just for an example, do you know what I mean? Just tapping into an energy, a frequency that just gets you out of where you are in your head. And it's like, do you ever notice that when you're trying to figure out a problem or a solution to a problem, and your focus is just straight on it, it's really hard to find a solution. And then you're like, you know what? Let me take a break and take a long walk. And then you take a long walk, you're feeling better, you haven't figured it out yet. Then you go back into your house, you start doing the dishes, and then bang, the solution hits you right in the face. That's what this feels like. Right? That's what this feels like. You go from here to here. Let's get a clarifier on this Seven of Cups in reverse. But this feels really good, Gemini, I have to tell you. It really, really does. And I'm hearing perspective. Perspective is very much your friend right now. I cannot. King of Wands. Let me tell you about the King of Wands. So traditionally, just speaking about this off the top traditionally, King of Wands, this is an energy that, you know, it's a court card, so it can very much denote a person, but this is very much an energy of someone who, you know, because you've got the Knight of Wands here too. This is an active energy of passion and moving forward and pursuing things. This is knowing when to move and when to sit still. The King of Wands has that on lock, and that's why he always has a preserve of energy. You know, or a reserve of energy, I guess you would say, right? An energy reserve, right? He always has this because he knows when to act and when not. And look at the Cobra here. It's so beautifully depicted by the Cobra. The Cobra just doesn't, you know, isn't always in a place of like striking. It knows when to move and when not to move, right? I am very much hearing to really take some time, right? Because going is just not, it's not your friend right now. And you really, I'm hearing that it's in your best interest, if this is resonating with you, to really take some time and give yourself the same, you know, take some you time like it's your job. That's what I just heard. Take some you time like it is your job to do so. All right, let's get an oracle. Sometimes we need permission to do that because of society. It's like lazy is like the worst curse word ever that there was. Do you know what I mean? But this doesn't feel that way. This really feels just like it's got to be equal give and take for yourself as well, right? And I'm so obsessed with this. You have a lotus flower, unfoldment, right? The lotus flower comes up from the muck and the dirt. The lotus flower is sitting on top of Seven of Cups. This is beautiful. Look at this. Oh my gosh, guys, look, do you see the lotus flower in that cup? I cannot. This is what's on the other side of letting yourself go quiet and knowing when to be still and when to be active. This is what it is, okay? Again, they're kind of drawing my attention back to this. If this Knight of Wands and this Three of Swords has to do with a romantic relationship, it's really time to just, if you haven't already, to really let yourself feel it to heal it. You gotta let it in so that you can let it out. That's what it is. Let it in so you can let it out. And this is what's on the other side. Unfoldment, new life. Look at that beauty, right? I love this for you guys. And then lastly, we got iceberg, submerged, right? This is all the things that we've been sitting on that we have not addressed, all the emotional things and the emotional to-dos that we file away for another day when we have time to deal with them, right? It's like those people, like I've definitely been where I'm about to talk about, like when you suffer a loss and you know that you need to grieve and then you try to schedule it. You're like, I don't have time. I've definitely been here. actually been here recently where it's like, I've suffered a loss. I don't have time to grieve this right now because I have work to do and this and this and this, right? Especially if you're the kind of griever like I am, where it's like, you know, once you go in it, there's no getting out. You just have, it's just like complete, you know, isolation and really feeling it, right? But it's time to, you know, what you don't deal with will deal with you. But I have to say, this sounds very dramatic, but I feel like this is going to go rather quickly. I just do. I feel like this is going to go rather quickly. Don't be afraid to call upon your wolf pack for help and guidance, right? We all deal with things and get through heart pain in different ways. Okay? But this is what's on the other side. Lotus flower, unfoldment. I absolutely love it for you guys. I have to tell you, it feels really, really, really good. Okay? The Empress. It's a beautiful energy, and you're going to be right there. You're going to get on the other side of this and be in a place of receiving and prosperity, okay? I really feel that for you guys. But give to yourself as much as you're giving to others. Okay? So that you can fill your own cup back up and then continue to give. That's how it works, don't you know? All right, Gemini, I so hope that this was of help to you. I hope that it resonated with you. If it wasn't, it did, please let me know in the comments below. I would just love that. And also, if you want a closer look, a more detailed look into these energies as they relate to you going into the second half of April, I am available for personal readings. All that info is in the About Me section. And with that being said, I want to thank y'all so much for being here, so much for watching. I really appreciate every single view. I appreciate your time. But most of all, just thank you, and thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.